Hey guys, in this video we're gonna walk you through to the Melmo City, which is like a city on the border of Sweden and a small city very close to Copenhagen, Denmark. So it's a nice city and we are taking a fast train that goes from Copenhagen Central Station, and it takes about 40 minutes to reach Malmo Central Station. So here we are with our kids and we are moving towards the Melmo City. And here we are in the Malmo City. Temperature is very nice. It's mid of May and temperature is around 18 or 19 degrees, but it's still a little bit colder in the air. I mean, all the people I saw here, they're all wearing jackets. Now we are moving close to the central station. And the thing that really fascinates me is the beautiful infrastructure of Melmo City. It's a great combination of modern and new infrastructure. The buildings are really nice. And this green building over there, it's Malmo University, and it's really, really, really beautiful. We are at a place that is very close to Central Station, and this is the Central Station. Building made of glass, so it's worth checking from inside. So here we are inside. It's one of its kind because, in terms of size, it's just like any other Central Station in any other capital of Europe, but it's very cozy. Because I remember that all the central stations in all capitals of Europe, they're like jam-packed with people, and there's a lot of noise and there's hardly any place to sit. But this, compared to other central stations in the capitals, the number of people is almost 20% of those. So it's very cozy and it's very relaxing. It has great markets. We're out again to see some old buildings and to see it from outside as well. And just because we're hungry, we're gonna get back in and we're gonna eat something. This old building is called Plassen. We're inside again, and are some very good food courts inside. So if you're waiting for a train here, and so it's a good idea to come by here and grab a drink or a cup of coffee. Or if you're hungry, you can just have a very good meal here. It's worth a shot. We are going out again, and one thing that really makes this Melmo City unique is their green infrastructure. You would clearly see that green color is dominated in the buildings and also in the buses. And just to let you know that all the transports in Melmo City, they are on green energy, so they're not consuming petrol or diesel or gasoline. They're just running on electricity. That is why the city is very clean, and you can clearly feel this cleanliness inside the air. Feels great. And now we are at the bus stop outside of the central station, and we are ready to make a bus tour to see some parts of Melmo City. We are inside the bus, and again, this city is unique in terms of their green infrastructure. So this green car is really dominant. And now we are moving towards a tower called Turning Torso. So this tower is called Turning Torso. I've seen one in Dubai, but this one is definitely bigger and better. I'm standing right underneath the tower. And just because there's a lot of sunlight, it's hard to look at the tower from the top. But let me do it with my camera. I would like to get a full view of this turning torso. It's absolutely stunning. So very close to this turning tower, there are some nice attractions for kids as well, like this one. We just discovered it when we were close to Turning Torso. So we were a little bit tired and we just wanted to rest, so we discovered that it's a very good playing area for the kids, where you could leave your kids for about 2 or 3 hours and you can also relax yourself. So that is exactly what we're doing. So my kids are just playing here and we are relaxing on the benches. And again, this kids area is right in front of the Turning Torso. Since the temperature is nice and it's cozy, it's neither warm, neither hot, neither cold. So a lot of people have actually come out with their kids and they just left their kids here and they're relaxing in the sunlight. So this is a hanging bridge made of woods and ropes. It's a good idea to make your kids cross it. It's nice. There you go, we're out of the hanging bridge again. And there's a few things that are worth mentioning is that, in my point of view, Melmo City is the most underrated heaven on earth. Yes, definitely it is a heaven on earth, but there isn't much on the internet about it. And the reason being is that it's a part of Scandinavia, and even though some cities in Scandinavia they're so beautiful, but still they don't get a lot of leverage because temperature is a little bit colder here. So when it's summer, people normally prefer the other part of Europe, not Scandinavia. But trust me, this city is really warm in summer, so it's worth coming here in summer. I mean, they have night beaches. You won't go to beaches today because it's a little bit colder today, but in July or August, it's definitely a good idea to come here and go to beaches and spend an entire day on beach. Again, we are at the kids play area close to Turning Torso, and now we are moving back towards the city center, and we are also making a bus tour to see some of the good attractions of the Melmo City from the bus. And I'm really amazed by the modern and old infrastructure of this Malmo City. So it has a great modern infrastructure just like you would see in Dubai. The buildings are very well constructed. The roads are absolutely amazing and shining. And it's great to see all the green buses running all across the city. This is a hotel. There are no intercity trains in Melmo City. There are only regional trains, and there are also trams, but most of the city transport is run on buses, the green buses. And some parts of Melmo City, they look just like Venice City, because this city has a lot of lakes that run all across the city. And in some parts, it's better to go on the boats than to go on buses. So it's really great. Next thing we want to see some historical attractions in Malmo. So we are at a place close to Central Station, and we're really amazed by see the fountains from very old time. It's really great. This is a garden very close to Central Station, and it's like a square, and around that square there are markets, there are food courts, and there are malls. So it's really great. We just had a lunch at Burger King, and after having lunch we are taking a tour to the historical places of Melmo City. Nice to see these old statues and gestures that are put in different parts of the city. They really make this city very special. You would see many different kinds of fountains at many different parts of the city, but you would always feel great about it, especially in summer. But one thing, you cannot drink water from the fountains because this water is never clean. I saw some dogs taking a bath inside the water, so I would prefer not to drink this water. But still, if you're thirsty and you can't find water, you can give it a shot. Okay, so now we are starting our tour of the walking street. So the walking street starts here, and when I say walking street, it means that beyond this point cars cannot enter this street. So it's a street with historical and modern infrastructure, with markets, brands, and shopping places where you can just walk or sometimes cycle as well. So we are in May month of the year, so which means that it's spring right now. So you would see many different flowers with many different colors here in Melmo City. So this is a walking street, and while walking you would end up in another square where you would see many different fountains. Today is Sunday, so most of the shops are closed. But the food courts, bars, everything is open. Especially coffee places. I'm always amazed by these statues every time I come to Melmo City. So these funny looking statues, they welcome everyone. It's really great. Now we enter the central square of the Melmo City, and all the buildings on all four corners of this square, they're very special, and they all have a different color, and they're from very ancient time. And we have a KFC here as well. In months like July or August, this place is like full of people because it's super hot. But right now it's May and it's not that hot, so there's lesser number of people that have come to Melmo City. So this is like a parliament house for Melmo City, and you could see these Swedish flags hanging right in front of it. Some beautiful plants and flowers right in front of the Parliament House in the square. And we discovered another fountain, but this one is a little bit different from the ones we saw before because the water is a bit more intense. So in summer you would love to keep standing here around it because small droplets of water that come on your face, they feel great. And that's the Parliament House, and we're standing right in front of it. And here we have all four sides of this central square, and right in the middle of this central square there is a horse with a man. I don't know who that man is, but it's definitely something historical. So you would see a lot of people relaxing here, people just sitting here talking, having fun, having a cup of coffee. And some people are also sleeping here because today temperature is nice, so it's a good idea to just sleep here with such a less number of people to distract you or disturb you. Hello, sir. We are back to the fountain, and my kids are having fun at the fountain. I just want to jump inside and swim, but it's not possible. It's not deep, but the water is very cold. Very, very cold. It's never a good idea to jump. So now we are moving back to the central station because our journey is coming to an end. And this is the place where the boat trip to the Melmo City starts. So you can just take a full day ticket to the boat trips, and then instead of taking buses, you can take boats to every place you want to go. Because as I mentioned earlier, there are hundreds of lakes that run all across the city, and you can take them. And this bridge is pretty ancient. It's like 100 years old. So our journey one-day journey to Melmo City is coming to an end. And here we are in the train again, and this train is taking us back to Copenhagen City, where we came from. And we feel pretty tired because we walked all day long. But it was very nice to show you guys this amazing city, and I think it's a very good idea to come here. And thank you very much for watching our video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like it and share it, and please also subscribe to our channel.